Meet Alex. By all appearances, Alex is thin. He fits into his jeans easily and looks healthy to his friends. But Alex has a secret. Even though his arms are thin, there's a stubborn pouch around his midsection that won't go away. His BMI says he's perfectly normal, but the scale is lying to him about what's actually happening inside his skin. In medicine, we call this skinny fat, or ToFi. Thin on the outside, fat on the inside. And it's a silent metabolic trap. Like regular fat you can pinch, skinny fat isn't just under the skin. It's visceral fat, and it's suffocating your organs. Your liver, your heart, and your pancreas are being crowded by fat cells that act like an invisible metabolic poison. Alex thinks he can eat whatever he wants because his weight stays the same. But his blood sugar tells a different story. This leads to insulin resistance, the first step toward type 2 diabetes, even if you're a size small. According to studies in JAMA, normal weight people with central obesity have a higher mortality risk than those who are just overweight. The second part of the skinny fat equation is low muscle mass. Your body is basically under-muscled. Without enough muscle, your resting metabolism drops. You burn fewer calories even when you're doing nothing. It's a vicious cycle. Less muscle means more fat storage, which leads to even less energy to move. Alex also wonders why he's always tired and foggy. That visceral fat is pumping out inflammatory chemicals. So is Alex doomed? Is his body stuck in this skinny fat trap forever? Not at all. The solution isn't just eating less, it's about changing the battle inside. Let's find out how. To understand why Alex is in danger, we must distinguish between the fat you see and the fat you don't. Visceral fat isn't just sitting there. It's biologically active, pumping out inflammatory chemicals called cytokines. These chemicals go straight to the liver. Even in thin people, this can cause non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Your pancreas then has to work overtime, pumping out more insulin to try and clear the sugar from your blood. But the more visceral fat you have, the rustier your cell locks become. This is the definition of insulin resistance. For Alex, that plate of pasta isn't being turned into energy. Because of insulin resistance, it's going straight to storage. When your muscles can't take in sugar, your body has no choice but to build more fat cells, right in the belly. This is why you can be thin on the outside but metabolically obese on the inside. It's a hidden danger, and stress makes it worse. High cortisol tells your body to specifically store fat around your vital organs. Alex works long hours, sleeps poorly, and drinks way too much caffeine. He's a cortisol-producing machine. This chronic inflammation acts like a low-grade fire throughout his entire system, damaging his blood vessels. Even without high cholesterol, these inflammatory markers can lead to early heart disease. You can't see the damage yet. Alex looks successful and fit in his suit, but his internal age is decades older than his actual age. We call this your metabolic age. And for skinny fat individuals, that clock is ticking much faster than it should. But knowledge is power. Now that Alex knows it's time to talk about his missing ally, muscle. Alex always thought muscle was just for bodybuilders. He didn't realize that for a skinny fat person, muscle is an endangered species. Physicians call this sarcopenic obesity. It means you have too much fat and too little muscle, a double blow to your health. Think of muscle as your body's engine. When Alex loses muscle, his engine shrinks. Now he burns fewer calories, even while sleeping. Muscle is your body's primary dump for glucose. Without it, sugar has nowhere to go but into your fat cells. To fix his belly, Alex started doing hours of cardio. But without resistance training, he's actually burning away his remaining muscle. This creates a metabolic disaster. You weigh less on the scale, but your body fat percentage is actually increasing. Muscles aren't just for movement. They produce myokines, hormones that fight inflammation and protect your brain. Without these protectors, Alex feels constant fatigue. His joints ache because there's no muscle to support them. Inside his remaining muscle, the power plants, the mitochondria, are struggling. They've become inefficient at burning fat. Even worse, fat starts to marble inside the muscle fibers themselves, like a cheap steak. This is intramyocellular lipids. A simple grip strength test can often predict your metabolic health. For Alex, his grip is weaker than average for his age. Low muscle mass accelerates the aging process. It's not just about looking good, it's about staying functional. To win this war, Alex needs to stop attacking his weight and start protecting his muscle. It's his only metabolic ally. The turning point for Alex? Realizing that eating less was actually part of the problem. His nutrition was a trap. Next, we'll see why Alex's healthy diet was actually fueling his skinny fat belly. Don't go anywhere. Alex tried everything. He drank green juices and ate large salads. He thought he was doing everything right, but his healthy juice was stripped of fiber, sending a massive sugar spike straight to his liver. The perfect recipe for belly fat. The biggest trap? Protein. Alex was eating calories, but he wasn't giving his muscles the building blocks they needed. His diet was carb-heavy and protein-light. This combo keeps insulin high and muscle synthesis at 0. Alex thought low-fat was the answer. But low-fat usually means high sugar, which is the fast track to a ToFi body. Every time Alex ate processed snacks, his liver was forced to convert that excess energy into fat, fast. Studies show that ultra-processed foods drive visceral fat storage more than whole foods, even with the same calories. Alex had to choose. Keep following the diet trends or start feeding his biology what it actually needed. The answer? Essential amino acids, the raw materials for muscle. Without them, no amount of exercise works. Alex started prioritizing protein. He stopped fearing eggs and steak, realizing they were his metabolic medicine. He also added back the fiber. Fiber slows down the sugar, keeping his insulin levels stable and calm. Slowly, the transformation began. Not just weight loss, but body recomposition. Fat out, muscle in. The golden rule?
And protein.
If it comes in a box with a long list of ingredients, it's probably fueling your visceral fat. Alex stopped being a victim of clever marketing. He finally started eating for his health, not just his size. Nutrition was half the battle. Now, let's look at the movement that finally destroyed Alex's skinny fat belly. Alex stopped running for hours and started lifting. Resistance training is the only way to tell his body to keep its muscle. Lifting heavy weights creates an anabolic signal. It forces the body to prioritize repair and growth over fat storage. Alex focused on compound movements like squats and presses. These recruit the most muscle and burn the most internal fat. This creates the afterburn effect. Alex's metabolism stays elevated for hours after he leaves the gym, but the real magic happens while he sleeps. Sleep is when his body actually builds the muscle he worked for. Deep sleep triggers growth hormone. It's the ultimate fat-burning, muscle-building wizard your body needs. But when Alex stays up late on his phone, he blocks GH and invites his old enemy back: cortisol. Lack of sleep makes your body hold on to fat as a survival mechanism. It's like telling your liver to save for a rainy day. So Alex fixed his routine. No phones, 1 hour before bed. 7 to 9 hours of quality shut-eye became non-negotiable. With better sleep, Alex had more energy to lift heavier. This is progressive overload, the secret to real change. The skinny fat trap isn't fixed in a week. It takes months of consistent lifting and eating correctly. He also started walking more. NEAT, non-exercise activity. Thermogenesis is the easiest way to burn fat without stress. Walking lowers cortisol, and lower cortisol means your body finally feels safe enough to let go of that belly fat. Alex isn't just skinny anymore. He's metabolically fit. He's strong, energized, and healthy on the inside. But how does he keep it off forever? In the final phase, we'll look at the long-term lifestyle secrets of the metabolic elite. For Alex, the biggest shift wasn't his waistline, it was his mindset. He stopped looking for a quick fix and started building a lifestyle. He stopped obsessing over the scale. Instead, he tracked his waist-to-height ratio, a far more accurate marker of metabolic health. He followed the 80-20 rule. Eating whole foods 80% of the time allowed him to enjoy his favorite treats without guilt. Stress management became a priority. He learned that a calm mind is just as important as a strong body for keeping fat away. He found a community. Surrounding himself with people who shared his goals made the journey effortless and fun. Alex started meal prepping. Taking 1 hour on Sundays saved him from making bad decisions during a busy Wednesday. He realized motivation comes and goes. On days he didn't want to train, he relied on discipline instead. Even a 20-minute workout on a bad day was a win. The goal was to never break the chain of consistency. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about being good enough consistently for a very long time. Alex also focused on hydration and micronutrients. His body was finally getting the vitamins it needed to thrive. By mastering these basics, Alex transformed his biology. He moved from skinny fat to metabolically elite. He even started helping others. Sharing his knowledge made him even more committed to his own health. Alex proved that you don't have to be a victim of your genetics. You can rewrite your health story. Alex's journey is just one example. Yours can start today. Are you ready to beat the skinny fat trap? In our next phase, we'll look at the deep biological changes that happened to Alex's cells after 1 full year of this lifestyle. 1 year has passed. Alex isn't just a different man on the outside. His entire biological landscape has been rewritten. His cells are no longer rusty. He has achieved peak insulin sensitivity, meaning his body handles carbs with elite efficiency. The dangerous visceral fat surrounding his organs is gone. His liver is clean, efficient, and no longer under siege. At the deepest level, he's slowed down aging. His telomeres, the caps on his DNA, are better protected thanks to his lifestyle. His immune system is now a precision machine. Chronic inflammation is replaced by a state of readiness and resilience. His muscles are packed with more mitochondria than ever before. This is mitochondrial biogenesis, the ultimate energy upgrade. And his bones? Lifting weights has made them denser and stronger, protecting him against aging and fractures. In his brain, BDNF, a natural growth factor, is flowing, improving his memory, focus, and mental resilience. His heart has become a more efficient pump. His resting heart rate is lower, meaning his engine doesn't have to work as hard. His hormonal profile has stabilized. High testosterone, cortisol. The perfect state for long-term health. His arteries are flexible and clear. His blood pressure has normalized, removing the risk of silent strokes. Alex didn't just lose weight. He performed a total metabolic reset. He's literally a younger man biologically. The science is clear. Body composition is the real driver of longevity. Alex is now on the path to a long, healthy life. Alex's transformation is proof that change is possible at any age. But we have one more important message for you. The skinny fat trap ends when you decide it does. Are you ready for your own metabolic reset? Alex's journey isn't just about fitness. Anyone trapped in the illusion of being thin but unhealthy. To escape the skinny fat trap, remember the 3 pillars.
Nutrition,
Prioritize protein, heavy lifting, and restore.
Your metabolism is a fragile engine. Once you protect it, everything else, your energy, your mood, and your future, starts to align. Every healthy meal and every workout is an investment in your cellular legacy. Your future self will thank you. Don't wait for a diagnosis to make a change. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time, right now. Focus on the data. Watch your waist circumference and your strength levels, not just the number on your scale. When your organs are happy, you'll feel it in every part of your life. Alex finally beat the skinny fat trap, and you can too. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single heavy lift. What will your first step be? Follow the map. Stay consistent. And most importantly, listen to your body along the way. Alex is off to live his healthiest life. Now it's time for you to start living yours. Thank you for joining us. To recap, eat your protein, lift something heavy, and prioritize your rest. That's the secret formula. This video helped you. Please like and subscribe for more deep dives into metabolic health. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. We'll see you in the next one. This content is for educational purposes only. Always seek the advice of a qualified health provider before making changes. Music finale ends.